Hello there, two friends, and welcome back. This is Chicago Ted with another episode of the Golden Aegis cast series. This one's going to be replay ID number 16649955595. So thank you very much for the donation for this game, and I hope you enjoy the show. For the Radiant side, this time around, it's going to be Phenom on the Bloodseeker with Uther Party King playing the Doom. Lawgasm's going to be on the Slardar with Fume the Moon on the Invoker, and Mooney, I don't know if there's any relationship between the two, but he'll be playing the Pugna. Recently, one of my favorite heroes, just because I like building Dagon on him and watching people explode. Yames is going to be on the Witch Doctor with Menacing Pigeon playing the Medusa. A grade fuckwit going to be on the Lena with Supreme Slav playing the Magnus, and in his bun, or is bin. And
here we go.
Yeah, NBS Bun. NBS Bun. Going to be on the Legion Commander. I don't even know. I'm probably going to say it differently every single time. Top rune's going to go the way of Menacing Pigeon. Bottom rune's going to go the way of Phenom. So a 50-50 split on the runes so far. Looking pretty good. Neither team starting with too great of an advantage. In fact, neither team starting with an advantage. But as the game goes on, we're going to have Pugna going up against the Lena in the mid lane. One of the okay matchups, I suppose, against Alina. I mean, Lena doesn't exactly lose any lane, but there are lanes that pressure her more than others, and Pugna being one of them, just because Pugna can actually deal with her attack range and actually have a little bit more attack range. So the only issue is a lot of Pugna's actual burst damage comes from proximity, which Lena can deal burst damage from a longer range, which ends up being a little bit better in that regard, but it's one of the trade-offs that you have in this lane. We'll have to see how both players end up dealing with it. Looks like we've got a jungler in from Uther Party King, and it is a jungler on the side of the Bloodseeker, so that helps. The jungler on the other side of the Bloodseeker, though, is in his bun, in Biz bun, rather, which might be a problem because Legion not really known for being able to sustain very well in the jungle. Fume the Moon, taking a lot of damage from Menacing Pigeon. Oh no, this could be first blood. They're actually going to get it. Menacing Pigeon, a Medusa. A Medusa!
Was only a matter of time.
I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. Medusa getting first blood, and I think Yellow overcompensating just a little bit. Okay. We're going to have a rotation coming up now. It looks like Lawgasm. He wants to be part of this. He's actually going to go in for Menacing Pigeon. They're going to come down with the Stomp, but the Slithering Crush not going to lock him within the Sunstrike. Instead, they'll go in, but a paralyzing cast bounce between the two of them. Menacing Pigeon, he might also get a second kill. It looks like he will. Menacing Pigeon. What the hell? Oh my god. That's a Medusa, a hero very near and dear to my heart. Getting a double kill, or at least 2 kills in lane, will be brought down, but dear lord. I need a second. Okay, so Mooney doing pretty well. Oh, actually, Mooney might drop here. Grade A fuckwit. A-grade fuckwit, rather. Dealing some decent damage, but not able to bring him down. Lawgasm going to find NBS Bun in the jungle, but no bashes means it's going to be hard for him to actually get the kill here. In fact, NBS Bun is trading hits very effectively and might actually win this trade. Oh, they've got rotations coming in. Oh, man, the trash talk. Lawgasm. Oh, no, the fish. He's a fish fry. Oh, maybe not. The Dragon Slave comes through and doesn't kill him. Lawgasm. He's juking out. He's buying time. Okay, he'll go down. He dies to the tower, but 1-3. That's an interesting little attempt from him. Not really much you can do as a ganking Slardar. Isn't the best rotating hero. Meanwhile, Mooney doing a good chunk of damage to a great fuckwit with the Decrepify and the Nether Blast is able to output a whole hell of a lot. I mean, Decrepify with up to a 60% damage increase. Nether Blast with 325 damage. It's pretty crazy. And then Lena, known for having a high mana usage. I mean, we're taking a look at an ultimate that has 680 mana cost. That's, not only is that a lot of mana, but that's a lot of mana that Pugna can annihilate her with. 1.75 damage per mana. Alright? That's pretty much 1,000 magical damage coming out from a Nether Ward on her level 3 ultimate. If they've got a Decrepify on her and it's a 60% magic damage increase, 1,600 magical damage. Or 1,600 damage, I guess. I don't know. The math is kind of weird once you get into that territory, because you gotta factor in like magic resistance and something like that. But if there were no magic damage resistance, then it'd be 1,600 damage. But Lawgasm's gonna try again. This time with level 2 Slithering Crush, but it's still not a very good thing for him. Sunstrike will come down, and even though I know it was the Legion get hit by it, I couldn't really tell who actually got hit. As Lawgasm once again, space created, maybe. He's still alive. The juke! Oh my god, the juke!
The Dire best do something about that
Okay,
bottom
so
tower.
they spot him out. They still haven't killed him. He's still juking this one out. Now our Paralyzing Cask will fly, but he's still alive. And, okay, so he survives, and space is created for the rest of his team.
It's all the same to me.
I don't even know what I'm watching anymore, guys. I just don't know what I'm watching anymore. Phenom in the bottom lane, 20 and 5 CS, kind of the middle of the board, lower end of the board. His net worth reflects that. Not really. He's top 3, I guess, so not reflecting it at all. Speaking before I'm actually looking at the graphs, typical. But he's not doing too bad. The funny thing here, though, is that Menacing Pigeon is the top of the net worth board. This is a highest net worth Medusa. 2 and 1 at 6 minutes with 25 CS. You can't ask for a better Medusa game. Well, maybe 2 and 0 with perfect CS would be a little better, but it's getting close to being pretty ideal. Meanwhile, Phenom, he's got his level 6, but doesn't end up spending any ruptures or anything with that. Instead, a great fuckwit will back himself out, back to base, and I mean that's about it. So Phenom will go right back to the bottom lane. Still,
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
okay.
Dire's
Top
mid
lane.
tower's having technical
Menacing
difficulties.
Pigeon may get a 3rd kill. In fact, is going to get a 3rd kill. All he needs is one last right click. Isn't actually able to get it off. Lawgasm gets himself away. So Menacing Pigeon still alive to fight another day, but so too is Lawgasm. That seemed like it could have been a very easy kill, but you know, you kind of have to attack him from outside that Slithering Crush range, or you're in a little bit of trouble. And although he wasn't actually in trouble, it just meant that he wasn't able to get the kill. Menacing Pigeon now trading hits with Fume the Moon, but not amounting to really anything. As they'll back themselves away and be just fine for now. Mooney, it's actually a great fuckwit. Ends up denying or taking something with a siege creep, but at this point, I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws. What the? Laguna played out from a great fuckwit. Just gets an easy kill on the Pugna.
Radiant's
And, I
mid
mean,
tower
that's
needs
what
a
happens
hand.
when you hit level 6 as Lina. Zap and death. Lots of death. So it looks like Fume the Moon still hanging out in the top lane, trying to contest the Medusa as much as possible, but he's not really successful. Medusa now with over 80 damage. And the trash talk, of course. You know, if you're a Medusa that kills one guy twice in the early game, you're allowed to trash talk. And, well, we're going to have a shockwave
Radiant's
come out.
bottom tower in a
Phenom
pretty
surviving
sight
with
right now.
near 20 HP. And, of course, yeah. That's
Radiant's bottom
apostrophe
tower
wire,
seen
you dude.
better days.
Just helping you out. Menacing Pigeon comes out. It's actually Fume the Moon in a lot of trouble. 3rd time Medusa. 3rd time death to Medusa. Oh boy. If he was on tilt then, he's definitely on tilt now. Oh man. See, that's what happens, alright?
Missing bottom.
And now Fume the Moon, or what is it, Flume the Moon? Well, who's salty? Okay. Yeah, Doom comes out under a great fuckwit. They've also got the stone, so it will stun him out, deal a pretty significant amount of damage too. Life drain, and fuckwit should be dead here. Though, trading out soon. They will. Okay, they get him. Meanwhile, Yames dropping pretty low underneath everything, but not gonna go down. Meanwhile, menacing Pigeon being menacing indeed as he's chasing down under Lolgasm. And wait, it's mad that I'm denying you. How many denies is... Invoker only has 9 denies, and yet he's acting like he's some deny god. Look at menacing Pigeon. It's denied 14 times to the Invoker's 9. Alright? And the Invoker's calling it out as if he's the deny master. Wow. Lolgasm chasing. Menacing Pigeon's got Stone Gaze, though. Lolgasm may just hit Stoneful. He might just be dead anyway. He is! Menacing Pigeon will find another kill. Could even dive further and grab the Invoker, but doesn't. It just wants to be merciful. Oh, man. This is the perfect game for Medusa. And yeah, she's still going for a Lincoln Sphere. I don't understand that. I really don't. You could go Yasha, go for a Manta style. It's infinitely better, but I don't know. At this point, Lincoln Sphere is still a decent item, and you know, if she wants to go for it, there's no questioning her, but bring out the rotation in. Maybe they finally killed the Medusa, well, for a second time. Lolgasm comes on in. They're chasing her down, but the snake is a little too fast, slithering on away. A lot of slithering happening, but who's the best slitherer? I think Lolgasm is catching up, looking for the slithering crush. Will get it off, but Menacing Pigeon's well behind the tier 1 tower. Yames comes in, and Menacing Pigeon with a killing spree. 10.5 minutes. The Medusa's got a killing spree. Sometimes you just gotta look at a game. You gotta realize that nothing is ever what it seems. Medusa's not a late game carry. No, she's a lane dominator. With 950 gold on top of Perseverance, Akala, Phase Boots. At 11 minutes, 5.2k net worth.
In that Radiant's bottom tower. No breaking down the Radiant structures
and
like this.
110 damage. I saw Medusa the other day where at 30 minutes just got 110 damage. This Medusa at 11.5 minutes has already surpassed that point. So, grade A fuckwit. Wait, there's a Legion in this game? Wow. Legion comes in, finds a dual win, a great fuckwit, using the Laguna Blade to help out. And that's going to give the Dire even more in this game as, oh my god, Mystic Snake, such a good spell. And Fume the Moon, I think he's dead. Do they have, oh, they didn't get a Maledict off on him. He can't reveal, though. If he does, he's most certainly dead. He reveals. Menacing Pigeon's like, oh no, you didn't.
Radiant's top towers.
It looks like, you know, he will get away for the time being, but Menacing Pigeon will get this top tier 1 tower. Nothing more said about it. They rotate in with Pugna, Mooney coming on, and actually it gives enough space for the tower to not go down. They can deny it. That's pretty big. So I guess Fume the Moon now has something to boast as he denies. Yeah. It's one of those games where the chat is almost more entertaining than the game. The game's pretty damn entertaining. Shut up, guys. Mooney. Back pretty far underneath the tier 1 tower. A great fuckwit. He's got Laguna Blade back up and ready. And this is still 450 damage, so he still has enough to bring Mooney down with his combo. Dragon Slave out, though there is another ward. And Mooney will continue to try to Nether Blast the tower. And comes Supreme Slav, though. No Blink Dagger, but he does have RP. And these are some pretty cool icons. His and Medusa's are both really, really cool. I love this one. I got this set recently, and it is pretty baller. Haven't won with it once, though. But I've only played one game with it. I almost won, but not really. And this Bun coming back around the bend. They're looking for a fight. It's almost a 4v5 in the middle lane at 13.5 minutes. Any other custom icon spells here? Oh, well, we've got Invoker with the Immortal. Haven't used that one yet, but I've got it. Slardar with nothing. become the next level thing too. Like,
Radiant's bottom
this is what you
tower
keep an eye out, are these custom spell icons. They're gonna get a Rupture under a Great Fuckwit. But it looks like he's alright for now. Maybe not. Paralyzing Cast comes out. Supreme Slot going for the RP, but misses entirely. Gets doomed, but he's still fine. Nope, never mind. He is not fine at all. He'll get brought down. Lolgasm not going to chase him the games. Menacing Pigeon doing some damage, though. Is sitting in the middle of everything. Out with the Stone Gaze. He'll find one on the Slardar. Lolgasm will get brought down. Now Phenom running away. Got slowed initially by the Stone Gaze, but is not going to be able to chase him down any further. So that's a little bit too fast for them to go after. And this is kind of when you wish you had your Medusa had a Yasha. Instead, going for the Maelstrom, which is great damage for the early game, but doesn't really translate well into the later portions. It will give her some nice actual damage, though, which will help out a lot. Plus, the lightning is a good chunk as well. You can take a look, or at least you'll see when he gets it up. No split shot, though, which means this isn't a farming Medusa, or at least it's not a very efficiently farming Medusa. And although it makes sense, they do have some slight stacks, but you can farm stacks with their snakes, so really, split shot is not entirely necessary. Instead, making sure you max out the snake and get enough points of mana shield to survive early engagements is really important. As well as the fact that the more points of mana shield, the less mana it actually drains. It still gets rid of it, it still blocks the same amount of damage, but it drains less mana. Supreme Slav and a Great Fuckwit going behind the lines. They find their third party king, and they should just be able to bring him down. Yep, Laguna Blade out. Lolgasm actually could also go down. Do they have another Shockwave? They do in 3 seconds. They'll turn around the Slithering Crush, which helps them out a bit. In comes MBS Bun. It's a Dagon out for Mooney, though. Life drain him as well. It's not quite helping a bit. And Yame's taking a little bit of damage from the Nether Ward, but not a whole hell of a lot. Meanwhile, a Great Fuckwit still behind the lines. 1 second for a Light Strike Array. They could turn around and drop it, but they've got the Blood Right. Great Fuckwit will not get hit by it. Instead, Supreme Slav, as well as MBS Bun, going in behind. Still looking for kills, still looking for pretty much anything, but they're not quite able to find it, not yet. We have a Blink Dagger on the Legion, though, which may help her find kills when she needs to. Menacing Pigeon, completing that Maelstrom, will continue to now push out lanes, and yeah, her damage is pretty good. In fact, Medusa, one of the more satisfying archer heroes, in my opinion, just because of how the way the projectile moves. I don't know. Medusa is a fun hero. Don't ever say otherwise. PvE, hell no. This Medusa's fighting 6-1 at 16.5 minutes. And she's just kind of sitting back behind the line. She's got a lot of HP. They'll pop a Doom, but you see it does literally nothing to her. She's actually regenerating HP almost faster than it's doing damage to her. And now they turn around. A Great Fuckwit will actually get brought down. Another ward. The duel comes out. Mooney's also dead. Lolgasm going in behind the lines, but Menacing Pigeon's still alive. They'll bring him down. And Fume the Moon. Look at the damage on the Medusa! Holy crap! One more swipe is all it's going to take. Can she get it off? She will! Medusa with a double kill! Oh, man. That is super satisfying to watch. I don't know. I really don't know. 17.5 minutes in, and Menacing Pigeon is just running circles around the Dire team. And when I first looked at this game, looked at the lineup, I'm thinking, okay, well, Radiant, they've got a Bloodseeker, they've got a Doom, Invoker. They could probably just win the early game outright. But the Dire, you know, this could be one of those 90-minute games where you see the Dire make a slow comeback on the back of Medusa, maybe a couple clutch duels, something like that. No, the complete opposite. The Medusa snowballing and carrying her team at 18 minutes. I mean, how often do you see a game like this? And as a percentile analysis, it's probably less than 10% of Medusa games end up like this. Less than 5% of Medusa games end up like this. So I don't know. This Medusa is on point, completely snowballing out of this one. And the one hero you never want to snowball is the uber late game carry Medusa. Eartha Party King will go down the mid lane, a Great Fuckwit, spending a Laguna Blade for that one. Well worth it. There is a duel up, as it seems ISBN's Bun wanted to go in to try to find the duel, but wasn't able to. 1 second before she can go in for another blink, but it's risky at this point. Or is it? Double damage on the Magnus. They're giving all sorts of right-click damage to a Fuckwit, though. only 20% bonus right now, though. It's only level 1 in power. And they'll bring down the tier 1 tower. They come in with ISB's Bun, looking for more, but not able to find it. Lawgasm's in the side, though. Only a magic wand and boots. This Slardar has 1,700 net worth. And they'll find him. They'll pull him back. Eul Scepter up. Can they get the duel off? It doesn't look like it. Not yet. Lawgasm just drops. ISB's Bun still trying to find something. He's been popping multiple overwhelming odds, but in the end, they're not able to find their duel. Mooney will go off to the bottom tower. The Great Fuckwit comes in for the defense. And now Menacing Pigeon with an ultimate orb. Is this his Lincoln Sphere? I don't know. I don't know what he's going for at this point in the time, but whatever he goes for, it doesn't really matter. This Medusa, effective HP is just going to make this Medusa so tanky. That's what Ultimate Orb gives you. A lot of HP and a little bit of effective HP. There's their Party King. Going to blink forward, get the stomp out onto a Great Fuckwit. Actually pulls him right in, but a Great Fuckwit, he actually could be alive here. He might survive this one. Their Party King, actually Flume the Moon will bring down a Great Fuckwit. Their Party King trying to get himself away. The Rupture will help him, but still chasing. There's going to be an Deafening Blast, but in comes the RP, catches 3. Phenom is soon to go down. Mooney as well. Menacing Pigeon gets one of those, but BS Bun will grab 2. One of them being a dual win that he most certainly needed. As Menacing Pigeon Lawgasm, okay. Again, take a look at the damage. That actually was a pretty long stun coming out from the Slithering Crush, so definitely helps out a little bit. But now we've got Split Shot out from Menacing Pigeon, farming twice as fast and hitting half as hard. Except not really. He's still hitting pretty damn hard. It kind of hurts. So it looks like he did just purchase up a Lincoln Sphere recipe, and it should be coming out to him. Yep, that's exactly what he gets. And once again, Medusa becoming very, very, very tanky very quickly. Still having trouble CSing with the Split Shot just because, you know, creeps end up doing a lot of damage, but the Lincoln Sphere completed. Menacing Pigeon can really take any fight he wants to. And I don't think the Radiant has really much to bring him down. I mean, even if they pop a duel on him, if they pop a duel while he's got Split Shot running, this is pre-Aghanims with their Party King. I think the Split Shot continues to persist through. And so, I mean, that doesn't help because Medusa's going to like blow up your team while she's covered in the pentagram. And Stun going in for the duel. Phenom going to die, and that's another win for the Legion Commander with 58 extra damage coming out. And now with an overpower too. 30% cleave, 30% bonus damage. Looking really good. There's going to be actually a paralyzing cast comes out to other Party King. They just take him out. Nothing much you can say about that one. Meanwhile, Menacing Pigeon, yeah. This is a very dead Pugna.
Not even a contest.
INBS Bun coming in just to swipe the kill, but that's, this Medusa is just, I don't know. At this point, I really don't know. Completely annihilating the Pugna. Hitting for 170 damage right now. The Pugna, it looked like he just got chunked down bit by bit there.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
They'll go after the Tier 1 tower. They deal a substantial amount of damage to it, and a Tier 2 rather, and they should be able to get it. There is a glyph to spend, but they're not going to go for it. Instead, they sack the Tier 2 and call it a day. Meanwhile, bottom being pushed in by Supreme Slav, mid being pushed by Games, who might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's got Glimmer Cape, and he's going to pop himself out. Should be able to escape for now, as Flume the Moon going to have to run away here. In comes the Mystic Snake. They put him out with the Maledict. He could actually just die from this. Menacing Pigeon with one more attack. No, they get the duel off. They'll bring him down. Meanwhile,
here's a blade in your eye.
Bloodseeker and Grade A Fuckwit dying underneath the Tier 2 bottom tower, but that was a hell of a fight in mid lane, and Menacing Pigeon now 9-1-4 on the Medusa. 23 minutes in. Her net worth still the highest on the board by a pretty wide margin. Well above that of the highest on the Radiant side. It looks like the Dire are just going to push in right now. 24 minutes in, and there's really nothing to stop them. Supreme Slav, they've got the Nether Ward down the ground, but probably take a look. Supreme Slav, he's going to pop the RP, but ends up killing himself with it. Lawgasm, Yeah, there was a Slardar there. Only briefly. Medusa now with 2,000 gold. What is this, a Yasha going to be completed out by her? She's got the courier moving. I don't know, to the side shop? What's she going to go for? A Hyperstone? Oh, Mjolnir, of course.
Regeneration.
Yeah, so she's got a Hyperstone coming out to her. Orb, no, Ultimate Orb, never mind. She's going either for a Scotty or a Mantis style. Both of them would be a pretty good item to have. Meanwhile, Invis Bun gets taken out in the top lane by the Ancient Pit. I don't know, I think she's pretty dead. The Menacing Pigeon down on the bottom tier 2 tower. Are we getting anywhere closer? Yeah, we're getting closer to an Ags on the Doom, which could be pretty huge considering it's a lot of damage, but I think Medusa still does a massive amount through the, without the Doom hitting her, so she could probably just take out Doom and survive through it all. James with the Glimmer Cape will survive for now. Might be able to turn on the Mooney and pop out the Death Ward, but he's got to be very careful that after the Dagon comes out and Mooney will kill James. James popping himself by trying to throw out a paralyzing cask. Meanwhile, the mid lane, a Great Fuckwit will go ahead and bring down Uther Party King. And of course, Medusa being a part of that kill. Medusa being a part of every kill. 10 and 4.
You know the drill.
Her team is 29, so actually missing 15 kills, which is rather surprising considering how many she was actually a part of. But you take a look, and some of those were actually good pickoffs for the Dire team. So lots of just really good fighting coming out from them, really good positioning, and really great play so far from the Dire. 25 minutes in, and I expect this one, I expect them to just be able to barrel down one lane and go down off the back of an unkillable Medusa. 1400 HP is not the entire story. The story is 15 armor and 60% damage reduction from the mana shield. Like that's where this is at. That's why Medusa is unkillable. And a duel comes out on the Phenom. Looks like they may be able to bring him down up a Abandon. And do we see others follow suit? I don't know. I think the Radiant are being a bit stubborn right now. Nope, there's a second one. Do we go 3? Abandon number 3. 3. Let's call it number 3. Supreme Slav will go down to Mooney. Looking for number 3. Let's see. Can we get? Deny your Ancient. Number 3. No, I'm not a very good auctioneer. I need auctioneer practice. We'll see if the Dire can force the others to abandon out of this game. Radiant getting a good sum of gold off this one. So maybe they can pick up like a super item and completely annihilate the Dire in one fight, push down and end the game, but unlikely, to say the least. Rupture and a blink out from behind the BS Bun. They'll go ahead, press the attack. Taking a little bit of damage, but he's still surviving. The Glimmer Cape will keep him alive for now. And now Phenom. They pop down the Maledict. The Dagon will fly out. And BS Bun will go down, but in comes the Death Ward. Mooney getting completely annihilated by that. Mystic Snake flying through. It will not jump to Phenom. Will take just a little bit of damage from that Maledict. As Menacing Pigeon, he's just here. He's letting loose on the tower and saying he gives nothing. Meanwhile, the Radiant are still holding on with who they've got left in the fray. I don't know how well they can actually hold on to this one. Supreme Slav's in. Menacing Pigeon's just kind of farming back here. 2,500 gold. Could be going off the Rupture. Was that an RP? It looks like it was an RP spent to bring down Fume the Moon. But they aren't able to kill him, not yet at least. He pops into Ghost Walk. He should be fine for now. In comes Menacing Pigeon though with the Stone Gaze. They'll bring down Fume the Moon. Also, Uther Party King will also go down. Lawgasm gets trapped within the Stone Gaze. He'll go down. And Menacing Pigeon, double kill beyond godlike. I don't know, isn't Medusa like a demigod or some shit? So maybe she's been promoted. I don't know. A buyback coming out from the Invoker. Fume the Moon in, but misses a tornado. And Menacing Pigeon just going, Mooney, okay. Menacing Pigeon still fighting up onto the high ground. He doesn't give a fuck. They've got the Bloodstone, not the Bloodstone, the duel up. They'll bring down one. Fume the Moon will also go down. Medusa grabbing a triple kill. Oh boy. Yeah. So as far as this game is going, this Medusa has reached critical mass. And is actually, there's a Desolator out for Ainsby Bun. Or actually, no, he's about 300 gold away from it. Menacing Pigeon, he's pretty much got his Scotty. In fact, he does have his Scotty out. So, yeah. I think we have just witnessed the end of the game of Dota. 30 minutes in. And the Dire are pushing out the second set of racks. If Dragon comes out, games? Really?
Radiant's top rags is running out of time.
So, okay. Everyone that's actually a player on the Radiant side are all back in this one. Earthly Party King, no Aghanim Scepter completed, so that Doom actually does literally nothing. Well, Blood Right. Menacing Pigeon doesn't care. Remember, he's got an eye of Scotty. Oh no, the RP, Phenom, Lawgasm, they're both just gonna drop. Earthly Party King comes on in, but there's nothing he can do to survive the onslaught. And even though we've got Fume the Moon, and he's not going to be able to do anything, though he might try. Dual Scepter up, Light Strike Array, Dead Invoker. Bloodseeker will DC, and then the rest of them should follow suit very quickly, or just at least wait for their instant to drop. GG, well played to the Radiant, to the Dire team. The Radiant may be a little bit salty, but still well played to them. What the hell was that Medusa? I don't know. But whatever the case, again, very well played, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Chicago.ted with another episode of the Golden Aegis cast series. If you want your own replay cast, you can go check the description below for more information on that, or visit dotacasters.com. I know it's still under maintenance right now at the time of recording this video, but if it is not, by the time you're watching it, then I do strongly recommend it for all of your past and current broadcast needs. As far as I'm going for now, the game is done. So again, thank you for watching. Chicago Ted, I will catch you all next time.